Guardians, welcome back to another Sly Nation Warmind video, and today we're going to be checking out week 2 of the Warmind DLC. And as I've done since the beginning of my channel, we're going to go over everything that changes with the weekly reset. So sit back, chillax, and let's do the damn thing. What's up, guys? Sly here, back at it once again with another weekly reset guide for you. So I have tons of other stuff to catch up on since my back accident last week. So let's stop the rambling and head right into it and check out everything that changes with the weekly reset. So starting off in orbit, let's take a look at what's new this week. Now we have something cool here called Nascent Dawn. Talk to Anna Bray in the Braytech Futurescape to retrieve a special data module. Now if you remember, we did Nascent Dawn the very first week, so this could be like a 5-week kind of thing until all of those computers are filled. I just logged in, it's just now the reset, so this is new to me too. So once we get all that done, we'll try to figure out what that means. But after that, we have Call to Arms, of course, Nightfall, Clan XP, Leviathan, and Flashpoint is Mars. Now this surprised me. I thought Flashpoint Mars was going to be last week, but I guess maybe they're going to wait till people level up. Not really sure about that. But the Flashpoint is Mars, and of course we have 3 heroic strikes. So while we're up in orbit, let's go ahead and check out the Crucible and check out the modifiers for the heroic strike. So first up for the Crucible, we have doubles coming back this week. So if you like the 2v2 showdown, then this is definitely going to be your cup of tea. After that, moving on to the heroic strikes. Let's get on over there. Now remember, guys, the modifiers change, daily, but one of them stays there the whole time, and that is the burn. So let's take a peek. So for today and this week, we have a Void Singe replacing Solar Singe, which was all last week. After that, we have Glass. Health and shields are reduced by half, but recovery is twice as fast. And then we have Heavyweight. Power weapons deal more damage, and even more ammo is available. Now, these two here do change, but of course Void is going to be here the entire week. So enjoy yourself, and if you see Blackout, might as well just go ahead and go back to orbit and do it a different day, because Blackout is crazy. I think I did my Sleeper Simulant quest the day Blackout was active and no radar, and we had to do Nokris like twice, and it was just a nightmare. You couldn't see where the Thrall were coming. Once they got there, like, they just destroyed you. So it was it was kind of hilarious. But anyways, that's the heroic strike modifiers. Next, let's take a look at the Nightfall this week, and we are going to Strange Terrain. So get ready for the new DLC map. Next, let's take a look at the Leviathan. I know. The very first encounter is Gauntlet, and also Gauntlet is the challenge for this week as well. So for those trying to get double loot drops, make sure that you do the normal raid first. Always do the challenge for that double loot drop, and then go back and do prestige and do it all over again. That's the best way to get the highest light. Like, one of my characters is already like almost middle, 370s. So just from doing raids on all 3 characters, doing all of them. So it's definitely a good idea to do all the prestige and the normal, Eater of Worlds, trials, anything that gets you powerful engram. It's definitely worth it if you're trying to get up there to do the raid, or trying to get up there to do more damage in Escalation Protocol, one of the two. So always worth getting in the Leviathan. Alright guys, next up, let's go take a look at the Tower. Alright, so welcome to the Tower, guys. First up, let's take a look at good old Eververse. I was playing with these guys the other day, and they called her was it Ellen DeGeneres? I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, so let's decrypt this first, get that out of the way. Oh, look at that. That's the one I was missing. Sweet. Alright, well, first up, let's take a look at these emotes. Up top, a celebratory dance. Let's see what that looks like. Gotta have it. Alright, next up after that, grooving dance. See what that's like. I'm glad they actually released something that's like, new and different up there. So that's good. Alright, after that, the Sparrow, we have a Velos Knight, which doesn't look all that great, and there are way too many Sparrows in this game as it is, so definitely not worth picking up. Alright, after that, we're getting into the ships. First one is Neverfall. It's a legendary ship, which is one of those weird ones that came out with Curse of Osiris. Not really worth it. After that, we have the exotic one, Hullborn Splint. Moving on to the Ghost Shell, we have Waiting Cask Shell, which gives you increased chance to obtain additional faction consumables and strikes, and generate gunsmith telemetry with void weapon kills. Not really all that awesome. Next, for the Eververse armor set, she's still on the legs. And then moving on to the ornaments. First up, Suros. We have Coupe de Main, which is the original D1 Suros kind of style. Instead of the darker one, they go back to the white, which is my favorite, obviously. And I'll definitely be buying that. And after that, we have the Mida Multi-Tool, Mida Tactical. Moving on down to the bottom, nothing really special here either, guys. We have a blue Transmat effect. Then we have the Cabal Arrival effect, which is pretty cool. And for shaders, we have Xeno Silver, Dawn and Dusk, Metro Shift, Arctic Pearl, of course, then the Boons, and Fire Team Medallions. Now, you should really start stacking up these Fire Team Medallions because they do make a difference. And I've noticed that every time I've had a Catalyst drop, I was using the weapon with a Fire Team Medallion, on. And that's always when they drop. When I was using a weapon and like they, without a Fire Team Medallion, it seemed like that they didn't drop for me. Now that could just be coincidence. I can't tell you that for sure, but it's always worth a try, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at the Prismatic Matrix to see if this bad boy has changed up, and it did. So first up on the top left, we have Popcorn. After that, Heaven's Vigil, and I believe that is for the the Vigilance Wing. Yep, that one. And then moving on after that, we have Kao's Heart, or Kao's Heart, not really sure, Haru's Journey, and Mihailova's Choice, which are all chest pieces for the Eververse armor set. Moving on to the top right, the Sparrow, Mad Son of Seychelles. Let's see what that looks like. That's pretty awesome for a legendary. Huh. GG, Bungie. Then next up, another emote, Celebratory Dance, which was like what we just saw in the beginning. Then moving on, another Sparrow, Fiery Phoenician. What's that look like? Whatever. Alright, then finally getting over here to the Ghost Shell, we have the Speckled Gallows Shell, and then Air Quotes, which is not really something that should be in here because it's terrible. But that is it for Eververse, guys. Next, let's go check out the robot over by the Bazaar. Now, one thing about the the Eververse armor sets is that the helmet for the Titan, I think, looks really, really cool. Like, it doesn't really... The rest of the armor set, not that great, but the helmet's definitely worth getting. So if you can ever get that open, or if she's ever has that open on like a Prismatic Matrix, that's something we should definitely take a look at because it's at least I think it's pretty neat. All right, let's head down to the robot and see what he's got for us. Okay, so for Mr. Benedict. Whoa, what just happened? This is kind of odd. All right, well, cool. Anyway, so Benedict is selling the helmet for Eater of Worlds. After that, we have the gauntlets for the Prestige Raid. Then moving on, the Turris Shade Plate. Now, of course, this is for the Titan, but he's selling the chest piece for Spire of Stars, which is the new one. Then we have the Prestige Legs, Prestige class item, and he is selling the Zenith of Your Kind, which is like my favorite shotgun in Destiny 2. I mean, the Saint 14 shotgun is good, don't get me wrong, but this one right here is probably my favorite. It auto reloads, it's super fast, and it's void, so it matches well with Tractor Cannon. You can't get a better shotgun than this. So if you don't have this, guys, definitely pick this bad boy up because it is really worth it. It's one of my favorites. All right, well, thanks for glitching out, Benedict. Next, we're going to take a look at the Gunsmith, see what he's selling today. Now, he rotates daily, but if you log on this Tuesday, then you'll know what he has before jumping in. So let's take a peek, and hopefully he'll have some primary mods. And he does. So he is selling the Weapon Attack mod. If you guys need that, now's a good time to get it because they might not come back around for a while. And I know I'm running out of these. A lot of my friends in the clan are, and I've heard other people are as well. So if you need it, he's selling it today. I would definitely stock up while you can. And that is it, my friends. There's not much to go over. I don't know if it's worth making a another guide for the chest, the Cade's chests on Mars, but it'll be fun to try to find something new again. But that is it for me, guys. Anyways, hope you enjoy it. Hope your leveling up goes smoothly. And if you're getting into the new raid, enjoy it because I think it's really, really fun. It's a little bit longer than the, Eater of Worlds, but it's still a small raid overall. Nonetheless, it's still fun. But enjoy yourselves, Guardians. Thank you all so much for watching another Sly Nation video. Feel free to check me out on Twitter or Facebook at Sly Nation and Sly Nation Gaming. Take care, Guardians, and keep those eyes peeled for much more Destiny 2 content in the very near future. But until then, this is your dude Sly, and I'll catch you guys next time.